Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to week 4. Oh my gosh, is it really week 4? Yeah, because for week 1 was about servant leadership. Week 2 was the heart of a leader. Week 3, last week, we talked about the habits of a leader. And then today's week 4. Holy cow, this is going by fast. Today, we're going to talk all about the head of a leader. So it's going to be all about how we think, how we make decisions, how we set the vision for ourselves and our business using our noggin. That's really, really important in leadership. Jesus didn't just act with purpose, he thought with purpose. And if we want to grow as leaders in life and as singular and in our singular or whatever business you're in, we have got to do the same. I remember when I first started Singular, it was in 2015. I was juggling everything. I was juggling a full-time job, 60 hours a week where I was traveling. My daughter was in college. My sister had just been diagnosed with cancer, and I had a husband and a home, and I was doing a college girls Bible study. It was like a lot. But when they first told me about, when I started the products, I was like telling everybody because I was excited about it. But when they threw in the business, I was like, no, I don't have time for that. And then it shifted to, do I have time for that? Or can I really do this? Is it really a real thing? But then I realized like the biggest thing holding me back was not my busy schedule, because everybody knows if you want something done, give it to a busy person. It was my mind. And then once I decided to change the way I thought about Singular and the business and getting paid for it, everything shifted. So we're going to talk about 4 points today. And if you think about your head, you got your mind, you've got your eyes, you've got your ears, and you've got your mouth. So I know what's in this book, and I know what all the points are in this book, and it's not the same as what I'm doing, but I told y'all I was going to take my own, I was going to take the book, but then I was going to put my own shift on it. So that's what we're going to talk about. Because I was like thinking, the head of a business, most people just think it's about vision and the things, the mindset and the things that are in your book. But just take it literally. Take your head literally. And on your head, you've got your brain, you've got your eyes, you've got your mouth, and you got your ears. And all of those are crucial when you're talking about leadership. So we're going to start with the most important, the foundation, which is your mindset. And you know how people always say it's in your head, it's just all in your head. Well, when it comes to leadership, that's so true. Proverbs 23:7, and I left my Bible downstairs. So shoot, hang on. I think I got it. Hang on. Hang on. Y'all know this live thing. Hey, Kevin. Hey, babe. Oh, shoot. I don't know where he went. Okay, let me look in here. Hang on. I don't remember the exact, I'm going to get it wrong, but it's something to do with a man thinks in what a man thinks in his heart, so he is, or something like that. But our thoughts shape our leadership. Definitely. Jesus knew exactly what he was doing. He had a clear vision, a mission, and then a plan to make it happen. He had an action step to make it happen. So he never let distractions or doubts pull him away from it. And that's the kind of mindset we need as leaders. If you're constantly doubting yourself, if you're constantly thinking small, that's going to show up in whatever you do. It's going to show up in your business. If you tell yourself, I am not good at talking to people, you know what? You ain't going to be good at talking to people. But if you start telling yourself, I am capable, I am growing, I'm learning every day, then that's what you're going to be able to see. It's just like all those positive affirmations and stuff we've already talked about. This is what it is. This is how you shape your mindset. Your mind's going to start working to make whatever you believe in you and whatever you speak over you a reality. I used to tell myself too, I don't want to bother people. I don't want to be that girl. I don't want to be the one people scroll past, and nobody has the money for this. And, I really just thought that people would be bothered by me trying to tell them about what I had. I really did. But one of the girls on my team said, you're not bugging them, you're blessing them. And that was like a profound moment to me, because if I'm trying to show somebody something that's going to help them, I mean, they get to decide whether they want it or not. But in my mind, I've got to believe that what I have is going to be a blessing for them. And I am trying to bless them, not bug them. That's why um, that was really, really profound to me. That's why I follow up with people till they buy or die. I mean, that's just my philosophy, because I'm not bugging them. I am blessing them. And some people, their no is not right now. It may be, next week. You don't know when circumstances change. So it's not up to you to make a decision for somebody else. It's up to you to cast that vision, to show them what you have, to show them how you can change their life and bless them with what you have. That's what I do. I show busy moms, busy grandmas, and how they can feel better, have more energy, take control of their health and their finances. So the moment I shifted my thinking from selling to serving, everything changed. So your mindset is the foundation of your leadership. You've got to tell yourself, you've got to speak life over yourself. And you've got in your head, you've got to believe that vision that you set for your own business. So when we see the bigger picture, let's talk about vision. Number 2, vision, seeing the bigger picture. And Jesus was constantly reminding his disciples of their purpose. He repeated what he was there for over and over and over again to keep them aligned. And as leaders, we need to do the same thing with ourselves and with our team and in our business. And somebody just called. Hang on. I should have put it on the thing. We have to do the same. When life gets busy, when distractions happen, we need to come back to why we're doing what we're doing. There has to be a purpose. There has to be a vision. And gosh, everybody knows, everybody's heard it so many times, especially in our singular world. What is your why? What is your why? And it's because that's the thing that's going to drive you. That's your vision. That's what you're going to see. That's what's going to wake you up. That's what's going to keep you up. That's what's going to make whatever you're doing a priority, is your why. And I write it down. Like, I have it written down. I know, I know what it is. You peel back the layers. It's deep. It's like your why should make you cry. How many times have you heard that? So write it somewhere, write a snippet of it. It doesn't even have to be the whole thing, but write a snippet of it. Write the thing that's most important and put it somewhere that you see it every day. Put it as your screensaver on your phone. I mean, I don't know how many times you look at your phone a day, but I look at my phone a lot every day. Put it as a screensaver on your phone. Put it on your fridge. Put it on your bathroom mirror. Put it somewhere that you can see it and get to it quick. And every time you get discouraged or distracted, just pick it up and read it, speak it, and remember why you're doing it. If you don't have a clear vision for whatever you're doing for your business or whatever you're doing in your leadership, you're going to end up spinning your wheels. That's why it's so important to know your why. What's driving you? Is it like more time with your family? Is it not exchanging money for time? Is it being able to do something that you can't do right now? When you know your purpose, it's much, 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 much easier to stay focused, even when obstacles. And sometimes I don't know about you, sometimes I feel like I'm in a boxing ring, where, you get a punched here and you get punched here and you get punched here. And so many times it'd just be so much easier just to count me out, start that countdown. I don't know how many seconds it is, but I'm out. But something has got to get you back up. Something's got to keep you getting back up and not knocking you out and not keeping you down. So that's got to be your vision. That's got to be your why. That's got to be your purpose, the thing that drives you. So number 3, the next thing is your ears. What is it that you hear? Jesus was always intentional about what he listened to. He wasn't swayed by negativity or distractions. And that's what we need to do as leaders too. We just have to be careful about what we allow into our minds. Who are you listening to? Who are you surrounding yourself with? Are you surrounding yourself with people who drain your energy? Are you are you listening to just are you listening to stuff that encourages your growth, or are you filling your mind? Are you listening to things that fill your mind with fear and doubt? Are you listening to people tear you down, or are you listening to people build you up? If you're constantly hearing, this is too hard, nobody wants to buy, network marketing doesn't work, it's no wonder you're stuck. But if you start listening to people who are successful, people who are encouraging, people who remind you of your own potential, everything will shift, because what you put in here and what you put in is what's going to come out. You got to think about, and we talked about this. I don't remember if it was, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. We talked about who, look at the 5 people that you talk to every day, the 5 people that you surround yourself with. How are they? Negative people? Are they Debbie Downers? Are they whiners? Are they stuck? Do they feel like they're stuck and they want to bring others down with them? Are they that person who has no ambition? And because this might step on some toes, but if you look at those 5 people, that's who you are. Whether good or bad, that's who you are. So sometimes you got to change your surroundings and love people from a distance in order to get the 5 people that you spend the most time with and that you listen to the most, the ones that are uplifting, the ones that are empowering, the ones that fill your love tank, the ones that tell you you can do it, the ones that when you get off the phone with them, you are just bubbling over, with positivity, and you're just oozing it, that's, if those are the 5 people that are around you, then that's who you are, whether good or bad, you know, and I don't remember I read a book about that one time, and it was about like who's your circle, who's your tribe. And it's just 5 people, sometimes it can only be 3 if you've only talked to 3 people a day. If those 3 people are the ones that are bringing you down, change them. Love it. You can still love them, but love them from a distance, and find you people who are going to be the ones to lift you up, because what you listen to is what's going to come out. So you got to make sure that you hear the stuff that's going to bring about the vision and the mindset that you want. Now let's talk about number 4. And this is probably the hardest one, honestly, because it's going to be about what you speak, the power your words have over you and over the people that you're around. So Jesus said, he teaches us that words we speak have power. The tongue has the power of life and death. And I don't have my Bible, and I'm so mad because I left it downstairs. I was studying downstairs that I can't remember. I've got all those verses written down, and I will post them and I'll get them to you. But the tongue has the power of life and death. So how do you talk about your team? How do you talk about yourself? How do you talk about your success? Are you, and this can be just in private. This can be between you and one other person. But if you're speaking negatively ever about yourself or your team, then it's going to come out in you, whether it's just talking one person or whether it's talking to a group of people. So are you speaking life, or are you speaking death? And what if for 1 week, just 1 week, you replaced every single doubt with a statement of faith? And I'm talking about your thoughts as well. Like I'm talking about what you can speak over yourself without uttering a word. You know that, right? Like you can speak in your thoughts over yourself. So every single doubt, what if you replaced it with a statement of faith? What if instead of saying, I'm not getting anyone to sign up, you say, the right people are finding me every day? What if instead of saying, I'm not good at this, you say, I am learning, I am improving every single day, I am a great leader? What would change if you started and you caught yourself doing that? even in your thoughts. What if you just change that thing for a week? Do you think that what you spoke over to yourself would start breathing life instead of death? Do you think what would change in your business if you actually believed the doubts and started believing the faith statements and the positive affirmations? There was a time when I would tell myself, and I've shared this story many, many times. I have a horrible fear of public speaking. I used to. I do not. I rebuke that in Jesus' name. At one point, I thought I had a fear of public speaking, and I, I would physically get sick. And I would tell myself, I mean, before I would speak, I'll say, nobody wants to hear what you have to say. You stutter. Nobody can even understand you. Why in the world would they ask you? Why, and it was just lies after lie after lie. But when I shifted to saying, I am a good speaker, I mean, and when I started saying that, I did not believe it. I'm just going to tell you, I did not believe it at all. But I was shifted my mindset, and I would say, I am a good speaker. I would say it as if it already was. I am a good speaker. People want to hear what I have to say. I am enough. I am worthy. I am a great leader. I mean, just all the things. I would say all the things I did not believe. And um, and it was not because the circumstance changed, right? Nothing changed. Like nothing. It wasn't like this big whoo. I kept doing it, so it made me better. It wasn't the circumstance that changed. It was my mindset. It was what I spoke out of my mouth. It was the words that I spoke over myself. It was the words I spoke over the doubt. It was the words I spoke over the fear. It was the positive words that were louder than it was the life that I spoke that was louder than the death that I spoke. And when that happened, I started seeing opportunities that I hadn't before because I became more confident in who I was because of me, not because of anything else, not because of anything I was doing different. It was me. It was because I started believing in me. I started speaking life over me. And that's the thing that's going to change everything. It's not just about um it's not just about what you speak over yourself, though. It's about what you speak over your team. I mean, if you're telling your team, oh, this is a down month, or it's just hard to find people right now, and this is just a hard time, what do you think they're going to believe? They're going to believe you're not going to find people. This is a hard time. My business should be failing. I mean, if you're speaking that, even though sometimes you speak it to encourage people because they are down, don't do it. That is speaking death over your team. You tell them, you get excited. We are growing. People need what we have the future's amazing. The future's clear. Our team is strong and thriving. That's what they're going to believe and act on. I don't care if it's true or not. You speak life into your team. You speak encouragement. You speak empowerment. You speak the positivity, and that's what they're going to believe. What they hear, they believe, and what they hear is what manifests. So if they hear the negative, then they're not. I mean, why in the world would I try? Because things are down, things aren't good, our team is hurting, people aren't signing up. It's company wide. It's not just you. That's what they're going to believe. So why try? Because nobody else is signing anybody. Why should they? But if you switch that whole perspective, I don't care if your team hadn't signed up anybody in 10 years, you shift that perspective and you say, oh, this is a growing team. People are coming from everywhere. People are seeking us out. Our team is strong. Our team is thriving. That's what they're going to believe. Your words set the tone for everything. Your words set the tone for your business. You've got to speak life. You've got to speak growth, and you've got to speak what's possible. Whether it's happening now or not, you speak it as if it is. That's why the words that come out of your mouth are so powerful. Okay, so I've got some homework for you. First thing I want you to do is I want you to clarify your vision. If you haven't written it in a while, if you haven't had it in a while, I want you to write your why. I want you to really, and it's probably changed. If you've been doing the same thing for a minute, your why is probably changed. I want you to take it and I want you to peel it back. And I want you to get to the heart of it and find out how your life would change by the thing that you're doing. If you were to take it and run and it was to explode. If tomorrow, if you had 100 people come and say, I want this singular business, and your singular business explode, how would your life change? And what would that mean for your family? Write down your why. Second, I want you to do your affirmations every single day. I hope you've been doing them, but we're going to do them every single time we get on here because I think they're that important. Oh, goodness, I have all this here with me. I'm going to be so angry. Oh, wrong book. That's why. Oh, it's over here. Oh, gosh, I got notes everywhere, y'all. I got notes everywhere. Okay. I'm going to say them, and then y'all know you repeat them, and then you can go back and just take this one copy of, this one portion of the video, and just, if you need it, do it every single day. So I am committed to my goals. I am confident in my ability to lead, inspire, and serve my team. I am focused. I am resilient. I am smart. I am empowered to make positive changes. I am generous with my time for others. I am consistent in my daily actions. Good actions. I am committed to serving others. I am capable. I am uplifting to those around me. I am proud of how I lead. I am driven. I am an example of what a leader looks like. I am ready to embrace change. I am worthy of success. I am a leader others look up to. Every day, I want you to write the ones, put them on your mirror, get a dry erase board, put them on your mirror, and say them every single day. And then the third thing, I want you to take one bold action this week that pushes you completely out of your comfort zone, whether it's reaching out to a potential new partner, if it's sharing your story on social media, if you have not done the real story on a live, that's hard, following up with somebody that you've been nervous to message, something. Take one bold action. Great leaders don't just react. They think ahead, they make solid decisions, they think with purpose, they act with integrity, and they inspire with vision. So as you lead this week, remember that leadership is not about power, it's about influence. When you line up your thinking with the principles of Jesus, your leadership will naturally attract the right people and create that long-term impact. If you lead with clarity and confidence, people will naturally be drawn to you. So I want you to go into this next week with a fresh mindset. I want you to speak life into your business, speak life over you, remind yourself why you're here, and make decisions like the incredible leader that you are. And then let's come back next week and be ready to share how our mindset shifts, because we're going to turn those doubts into 1 week. We're going to turn every doubt into a statement of faith. And we're going to share how that mindset shift transformed us this week. How did that change everything? Because I think that if we just do it 1 week and we take and apply the things that we're learning, I think things will change. So I love you guys so much. And have a great week, and go be those amazing leaders that I know you are. So bye, guys.